Alrighty. Hello everyone, welcome back to Spyro. And after communicating with the Frog Council, they have told me to go to Breeze Harbor. So, that's where we're starting out with. Oop, that sheep just did not care. She wanted to die. Rip sheep. Okay, welcome to Breeze Harbor. Yeah, this episode's gonna be one of my favorites because this has some of my favorite. We're gonna do two of my favorite levels in this part. So yeah, the catch with this level is if you gotta flame these things, but these guys will keep trying to stop you from doing it, and they're not very bright. You could say I'm not very bright for not killing him right now, but it's funny. So anyway, our beginning guy is right over here. Let's give him a chat.
Excuse the mess, Spyro. We are currently suffering from a land blubber infestation. First they put out the fires in our boilers, and now they've shut down our ship too. If you could stoke up the fires under the boilers, I'm sure you could make your way to the ship. The steam from the boilers will activate our highly advanced machinery.
Okay.
You could stoke up
Okay,
the
same
fires
thing.
under the
Nothing new. God, I love the music in this level too. It has one of the best soundtracks in the game. So anyway, how you guys been doing? I'm gonna try to get this up on a Sunday. It's the day after Valentine's Day. You know, hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day if you have a partner. Yeah, me and my girlfriend yesterday, we just hung out and made homemade cinnamon rolls, which were very delicious. They were quite good. You know, maybe I could maybe I'll try to do that for this part. That'd be interesting to do since I don't usually do too much editing, but maybe I'll try to put like a little picture of one of them in the video or something. But yeah, we just hung out, made cinnamon rolls. We also, what's the word I'm looking for? We just watched some of the Olympics. It was a nice evening. Yeah, the Olympics have been, you know, I don't usually watch the Olympics at all during when they're airing. But I will say watching them was pretty interesting because it was a lot of the what's the word, downhill stuff, and probably one of the crazier ones was the fact that there was a like in the exact same thing there was, I think it was a Chinese woman who went out of bounds, and then in that exact same race an American lady like crashed pretty hard. So there's a lot of crazy things. I think one of the male ice skaters broke the Olympic world record and won 2 golds in a row, which was kind of cool.
Those land blubbers have littered these metal spike mines all over the harbor. If you can clear them out, I'll give you this orb I found in a cloud yesterday.
Okay, yep, so we gotta take out all the... Does he say anything else? I'm always curious now.
Those land blubbers have littered these metal spike mines.
Nothing new, okay. So what I like to do for these is try to aim where they're coming out from. And that usually gets them pretty quick. Is there any more in this pit now? Yeah, we also have to break that, which that's... Oop! The camera made me move funky there. That was an interesting way to move. Yeah, we gotta go back to the beginning for those gems. But yeah, it has been interesting to watch the Olympics when I normally don't. Do you guys, whoever's watching, do any of you really get into the Olympics or not really? Let's see, yeah, it's right over here next to, yeah, we saw that earlier. That's 40 gems, that's a lot of gems to miss. What else has been on me mind? Yeah, I've definitely adopted the mindset, at least for right now, that I'm just gonna record and upload when I can versus trying to follow any kind of schedule. Mostly, well, A, it's because I've seen some people who get burnt out really easily from just uploading, trying to have a specific schedule and sticking to it with this kind of thing when, at least for me, I already have like a lot going on, so it's probably not best to add more to it. Wait, is this the last bit of the... This might be it, so we might get warp back. Yeah, 5, 6. There's 2 for each one, so... Let's see, did I time it right? I think so. There we go.
Thanks, Spyro. Here's that orb I promised. Sorry if it still has lamp juice on it.
But yeah, I'm just gonna try to upload what I can. I mean, I still want to, try to get 3, 4 videos out a week, but they'll just be out whenever I can. And if not, I'm not big enough to even worry about that. Though again, I'm kind of surprised at how many people somehow still find my channel, because I think it's like, it said I've had like 30 viewers almost, 20, 28, 30, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. And I'm just genuinely surprised at how, like, even if it's just for a split second, I'm thankful that people click on the video. But I'm kind of surprised at how many actually do. Let's see. Yeah, this is what happens when I start listening to the good music. My brain starts to shut off a little bit, where I'm just like, I get into the groove of these games and it becomes harder to commentate. Huh. What else have I been up to these past... Oh yeah, the last 2 we got a killer on the actual ship. I've been playing a lot of Grid Legends on Switch too, by the way. If you guys want a... Now, there's a trick to catch this guy, which is you want to flame one of the sides and then chase him around. And then he'll eventually stop to try to get it, so... You want to flame one first. I mean, I might be able to catch him, but yeah, he'll always try to stop first to get it. And that is all of the... Got all the gems on here. Yes, it is. That's the one we lit. Yeah, this is the end of the level, so... Nope, it's the other side that we need to go to. Yeah, so this is the very end of the level, but I'll talk to him after we get the last orb and the last gems. I mean, we're getting to the iconic part of Spyro 2 that everyone always remembers. As long as the trolley won't give me any trouble.
I have the cannon installed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to play the line, so let's see what happens.
Trouble with the trolley, eh? Well, use the lift stick.
Yep, there's the iconic line. I think it's a little bit more iconic from the original with how they said it, but it's funny. I didn't actually hear that line that much as a kid. I think I heard it like a couple times, maybe. But even then, it's still kind of stuck out. Though I will say, I think in some regards, the Reignited Trilogy version is a teeny bit harder because of, well, one specific part we'll get to a little bit. Because you saw how that arm, like, dropped stuff. There's a couple parts that are a bit annoying with that. At least for me in the Reignited Trilogy version. Yeah, so you gotta jump over these ones, but you have like a set jump height. And that can be an issue, as we will see. Oh shit, my brain shut off. I went to autopilot. Trouble with the trolley, eh? Okay, if I fail one more time, I'll just edit to that part again, but... Shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Grid Legends on Switch 2 recently. And that game's fun. I'm... It's funny that, like, I got a PS3, you know, right as soon as I bought that game for the Switch 2. And it has very much encouraged me to look into buying the original, because I hear a lot of good things about the original Grid, so... But it is a very fun, like, what'd you call it, like Simcade racer? It's got some simulation elements, but it's also a bit arcadey. Let's see here. Don't shut your brain off yet. Okay, that's good. Okay, I got lucky, because that's the part that... Ooh, no, damn it. My brain's going on autopilot. Yeah, that's the part that can be a little rough, because if you get one that forces you to jump, you might jump over the gear right behind it, and you'll have to go through that loop again. See, if you jump too late, you'll just hop right over a gear. So, I think we got it this round, though. Yep, that does it. Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Great work, Spyro. Now I can start fixing my machine. Here, I don't have room in my toolbox for this thing anymore.
I believe that's all the orbs here, right? We just need all the gems, which hopefully...
I had the cannon installed.
Bro, I already did it. You got nothing new to say. That's all the gems, great. Only one fudge up with trouble with the trolley, eh? Alright, let's get this talisman and get out of here.
For getting our ship fired up, Spyro. Now we can proceed with our counterattack on Zephyr. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
I wonder what level we're going to next. But yeah, again, it's one of those things. I think I mentioned this in one of the parts, but I love, well, I'll say this after the cutscene. Bro got blasted. I find that hilarious. They just shoved the little guy's head first into the cannon. Oh, big yawn. Oop. I don't know where that came from. Yep, I'm having one of those moments again where I was talking about something and then now that I'm Let's Playing, it just completely goes out of my brain. Come on, brain, remember while this cutscene plays. Rip.
Okay, Spyro. Looks like we got us a bit of a situation here. The breeze builders have got us pinned down, and we've been waiting for a volunteer to blow up their munitions building. Looks like you're it.
Yep, so welcome to Zephyr. So I will say, in the original Spyro 2, this was my favorite level. Like, as a kid, I adored this level. Like, playing through this level. And I'll get to one of the stupider reasons why later. Oh, I don't remember those homing in. Let's see. Yeah, they'll try to hit you afterward, and they'll fly down low enough for you to hit them. I also love the music in this level, too. Yep. Wow, that actually hit me there. I didn't count. I don't know if you saw that. Like, if you replay the video close enough, the missile actually did move me a little bit, but it didn't explode on me. Is it because, yeah, they're still giving that one the... Let's see now, are they gonna fly? Yeah, no, they're gonna fly low enough. I like how they wear sunglasses. Shoot, now my brain can't remember what I was talking about literally just like a minute or two ago when we were at the end of Breeze Harbor. Oh well. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, there's the recent partner Nintendo Direct. I guess I could talk about that since, you know, I had bought Grid Legends even though that wasn't a part of the Direct at all. Yeah, it should be able to. Yeah, there's the Nintendo Partner Direct and the Sony State of Play that happened recently. The Nintendo one was interesting, to say the least. There's actually a lot of cool things in it. Like, I'm very excited for the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. What's the word? DLC. I think it's a DLC expansion thing. I'll be getting that day one for sure. Because I really enjoyed that game. What else? I was waiting for them to release, like Bethesda to release like Fallout 4 and Oblivion Remastered on Switch 2, because I knew it was coming, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna grab it again on Switch 2. Mostly just because, well, Fallout 4 looks worse than the PlayStation version, the PlayStation 4 version, I should say, which it really shouldn't. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I really love Bethesda's old stuff, but a lot of the newer stuff is just, sadly, just not been good quality. Like, you know, not to get too down about it, but I mean, I hope Elder Scrolls 6 is at least halfway as decent when it releases in 5 years, if we're lucky. Who knows, maybe we'll get Elder Scrolls 6 before we get GTA 6 at this rate, to keep the meme going. Let us see. What else was in the... I feel like there's a couple other things that looked interesting, and there's like the new Castlevania game that looked cool. I think it's being made by the Dead Cell devs, if I remember correctly. If I saw it right, anyway. I think this was another reason I like this level a lot, is the like up and down sections of the level. These guys actually fly low enough. I never noticed that. Okay, they're not flying that low. Come here. There we go. I usually get them with that cannon right there. Oh, excuse me. A little burpy today. I guess that's fair, because I just had some lunch before recording. Since it is a Sunday, there's no work today, so... And I do have a bit of a break time, which is nice. Let us see. Oh yeah, it's also funny that one of my friends made... like a joking made fun of me for the Sony State of Play, because right after I got a PS3 to get like the God of War trilogy and like Metal Gear Solid 4 and stuff like that, Sony's like, oh, by the way, we're re-releasing the God of War trilogy. Thankfully, all the Ratchet and Clank games I bought have not been immediately invalidated yet. Which is another thing I'm kind of excited to do in the future on this channel.
Wow, what an explosion! It sure is a good thing I had my helmet on. Oh yeah, the Colonel wanted me to give this talisman to you if you got through the Breeze Builder defenses. Good job, soldier.
I like how we're playing both sides of the war. I want that talisman, by the way. I want like a little version of that. Again, one of my favorite levels. So what do we have? I guess we'd have to go downstairs now. We'll start over here. It makes sense.
What light from yonder window breaks? That window up there, dummy. The professor said he was working on a way to help me get back with Juliet, but I haven't seen him in a long time. What light from yonder?
Oh, are you gonna make me find the... Okay. Just to make sure you remember what the objective is. Any gems down here? But yeah, it is funny that I happen to get a PS3 and then friggin... yeah, we have to do something with these little guys. They're called cowlicks. They're one of my favorite parts of this level. I know some people don't like them, but... Again, it's funny from when I was younger. These were one of the biggest reasons I loved this level. Because of how glitchy they were even in the original version. And the fact that they're still very glitchy in this made me feel nostalgic in the weirdest way. I don't want to knock him off the edge, so we're just going to have to slowly waddle him over here. Because if you flame them, they go up higher, but if you charge them, they go further, so you want to make sure they can get over here, right? As you can see, they're very glitchy. Bro went out and then came back. He's a boomerang. But yeah, I just want them to be out here for now. There's one more over here that we have to find. Yep, there he is. Do do do. God, I love the music here. This is the hardest part about Let's Playing for me, is the getting into the vibe, but then forgetting that you have to commentate a little bit here and there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, again, it's just funny to me that the moment I get a PS3, games start getting re-released on PS5. Is that gonna make it? Yeah. As janky as that looked. Alright, get out there. Go with your friends and we'll herd you out later. There we go. You guys stay out there for now. Let's see, did we get all the gems down here? I think so. So now the professor's up here.
Spyro, my boy, I've got a magic beam, seed for you here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Why don't you plant it in the ground and see what grows? Misplaced your seeds, have you?
No, we don't need to move them. Okay, so the first one, we don't actually want to plant over here. I'm sure there's a way to, like, glitch out the game a little bit to make this faster, but might as well just show the intended way. So you gotta grow the beanstalk over here first to get a single red gem and the second seed. Now the downside is you have to run back and forth a little bit. We'll plant that one, and then head all the way back, and if you want to remove a seed, you just flame it. I think he said that, but I was not paying enough attention. But yeah, I can mention also, what is it? The whole Ratchet and Clank thing. I had originally planned, like, oh, maybe I could do all the Final Fantasy games, like, blind on this channel or something. And I did really contemplate that for a while, but then I realized just that they're way too long. Like, I know I'm going to enjoy them. I still haven't finished Final Fantasy IX at this point, which I mentioned on the channel was the first one I started to play. But, itchy. My neck itched a little bit. But I think that the Ratchet and Clank games might be an easier thing, and plus they're, you know, Insomniac, and I love the Spyro games. I enjoyed the Spider-Man games, so that might be the thing I try to do instead.
Well done, my boy. Here are 2 more seeds to get you the rest of the way. Oh, and take this with you if you don't mind. It's been cluttering up my pockets.
Professor, we need these to get me back home, and I guess if you break your glasses, then yeah, it's probably best to give it to me. Actually, it's probably the smart move. So for this next bit, you gotta leave one of the seeds up here and then jump back down. Grab that, and it's easy peasy. Gotta use this one to make the platform. Thankfully it homes in just a smidge, because that looked like it was gonna miss. And you need a second one for this. And then voila, we've made it.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo. You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
I don't need it anymore. I like her old voice more. It was funny. Oh, good. I thought for a split second my mic was muted this whole time, and I was like, great, I don't have to record shit. Thank God it wasn't. Now that's another reason you wanted to do the cowlicks first, because now Juliet's hitbox is down here, and it makes it a little bit more annoying to get them down here.
I've missed my Romeo. If he wasn't so short, we'd get married.
Rip, bro.
You reunited me with Juliet. Oh, now we can take our honeymoon in Idle Springs.
I mean, that is a good spot to go. I would go there. So now we want to move the cowlicks over here. Get that out of the way. Get them. Try not to block each other. Wait, you made it up there just fine. The first one did. Oh well, I'm gonna have to move you the other way then, because you're not cooperating. Are you gonna cooperate? Yes, you will cooperate. It's just you who didn't want to. Bro, you need to. There we go. You have to do it at an angle. So I think we got 5 of them over here.
My name is Little Bo Peep, and I've lost my cowlicks. With these battles going on all of the time, they keep running away. Can you help me get them back into my pen?
Get the 5 cowlicks. If you notice that she had 2 orbs over her head, there's actually 7 cowlicks, so we got 5 of them here, and the other 2 are hidden back here. I do not think these guys fly low enough. Oh, they do. Oh, that makes life easier. Shit, get them both in one shot. Okay, so let us... I did find out about this bug. I'm curious about it again. Does this just... Yeah, that's so funny. As long as you don't move the control stick, you can just jump out of bounds. That's funny. I love seeing glitches like that. Yeah, you just don't move the control stick when you're climbing the ladder, and that works. So with these guys, you gotta use the super flame to... What? Oh, gotta love how glitchy. Ooh, he made it up. See, did he make it all the way up? Yeah. Can I get the other one all the way up? Is he gonna make it all the way up? Yeah, he did. Okay, great. That should cover that then. Does it work on this ladder too? No, it doesn't work on that ladder for some reason. Did we miss any gem? Well, we're gonna have to, no matter what, we're gonna have to Jump down here. Yep, that's the last one, because Sparks went up there. And I don't know if I mentioned, I probably did, but if you just click in the left stick, I'm not sure what it is on keyboard and mouse, but if you're playing a 3D platformer like this on keyboard and mouse, that's weird, bro. Just gonna say it. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. I think the... Did we miss gems down here? Yeah, we did. But I love how glitchy these guys are. He's in the floor. You shouldn't be in the floor. Okay, you need to get out of the ladder. Now we have all the cowlicks out here. We can just slowly put them all in. It makes it easier. Get in there. Yeah, I'm just sad that they don't let you flame them anymore after you've put them in the pen. That was one of my favorite things as a kid. It was just like launching them, stacking them up like on a tower type thing. Is she gonna make it in? No. Well, this is awkward. I'm in the floor. Am I gonna get pushed through the floor?
There are 2 more cowlicks out there somewhere, but I haven't seen them in days.
Oh god, I'm just like... I couldn't move. That was... Oh, I love this level. It's so broken in all of the funniest ways.
Well, I am impressed. You got all 7 cowlicks for me. Here's a fair reward.
I don't know if I'm gonna make that the thumbnail now. Just me with a cowlick on my head, getting an orb. I might. That's funny. So I think the magic pot that we missed. Oh, I missed some gems over here. I should do that first then. Where did I... What? Sparks. Are you confused? Oh, I missed that. What the fuck? How... Sparks, you're not... How did you not collect that, Sparks? Okay. I think this should be it for this level. Right? Sadly, there's no easy way back to the beginning. Yeah, well, I think the mystery pots are a cool concept. I wish they were done in reverse, where you didn't have to go back through the level. Because I complained about Spyro 2, or Spyro 1 having that, where a lot of it's like, oh, there's no backtracking to levels, but you have to backtrack through the level a bunch. And it's like, well, this game kind of has it too with these, which is a little annoying. It would have been a more interesting mechanic to show you part of the level ahead to keep an eye out for them, instead of just like backtracking through the whole level. I don't know if the cutscene will play if I just exit the level, so I am gonna run through real quick to make sure we get the exit cutscene. Just jam out, vibe to the music some more. I don't want the level to end. Okay, let's head on out. Yep, we're continuing wartime between 2 factions. We just want the talismans so we can get home. Normally, I would end the part around here, but I do want, since I have time, I might as well make it a longer video. Let's do, oh, excuse me, Metro Speedway right away. It is right here after all, and that'll finish off the bottom of Autumn Plains. Oh, this part. I am not good at Metro Speedway. You know, I'll just restart. This is just bad start. Retry. Let's try again. Okay. think the part I don't know, or that's like the hardest for me to grasp, is how to do the archways. This part's also a little janky, but I want to go through it like this. So the nice thing is about these guys is you can flame their ropes and it counts, so don't aim for the bodies, aim for the ropes. Ooh. I love the noises they make. Okay, so let's try, I guess, see, the arrows point out this way, so I'm definitely going the wrong way. Like, I am not exactly sure how they expect you to do that, but... Woohoo! Wait, that's the wrong platformer. Does this one have one that, like, oh, is it that way? Okay, so I want to jump over here then. Yeah, there we go. This was such a janky way to do it, but you get it done. Technically first try, not really, but shh, I'm gonna still call it first try. So that just leaves the orb challenge, which this one took me a while as a kid to figure out where it was. It's actually hidden behind the waterfall.
We've been having a crime problem here in Metro Speedway, but I think you might be able to help. A band of cat burglars have been raiding my re-election funds by scaling the walls of the buildings. Would you be willing to help get rid of them? Great! Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the buildings, but we'll need you to catch the loot before it lands in the canal and gets lost. Good luck. Hunter is waiting for you outside.
Alright. So yeah, this one can be a little tricky, because there's a couple of these guys that he shoots that the gem bag is really close to the ground, so... I'm just gonna try to focus on this bit for now. Do. Forget if it's, I think it's this one that's, yeah, if that touches the ground, that's instant loss. So you have to do a blind turn for some of these too. This last one's also really close, so I just barely grab it.
Well done. You really taught those crooks a lesson.
Orb obtained. That should be 100% for this? Yes, 100% for the flight level. Well, that one went easier than expected. So, it only took like a minute or two. Maybe a little bit longer, but you know what I mean, comparatively. But yeah, that should do it for this part. Yeah, we finished off the bottom half of Autumn Plains. Yeah, Autumn Plains is definitely the biggest homeworld. There's only 3 homeworlds in this game, by the way, so... Yeah, we're already... I'd say we're probably at the halfway point of the game right now, so... In the next part, I will consult the Frog Council, and we will figure out where we're gonna go next. Where's the Frog Council? Come here, guys. Nope. But yes, I will consult the Frog Council. We will figure out where we're gonna go next, and there we go. There's the Frog Council. So awesome. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble, and in the next part, we'll do whatever we do. Alright, see you guys then. Damn it, wrong mouse again. Will I ever remember the right mouse? Who knows?